Hey, what's up, peoples? Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Real Island Boy, on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, all of that at the same damn time. It's Real Housewives of Atlanta recap, and you know what? I'm just glad they're back. So tonight episode, they finally arrive in Barcelona, Spain, and I'm like, oh, thank God. We've been waiting for these girls, the group trip. You know, they took a trip to California, but that was organized by RHOA. This trip is organized by Nene and Cynthia. And I want to give a big birthday shout out to Cynthia. Cynthia just celebrated her 51st birthday, I think, this coming week or something. So happy birthday, Cynthia Bailey. You know, I love me some Cynthia Bailey. She's given, 51 realness, looking good. So I'll give her that. But anyway, the girls arrive in Barcelona. Candy, Sheree, Portia, Nene, Cynthia, Marlo, and Eva Marcel. Yes, Eva Marcel is on the girls' trip. So they arrive and they're picked up in a Benz SUV hotel shuttle. I'm not sure if it's a hotel shuttle or is a private requested shuttle, but the girls are ready to turn up in Barcelona. Cynthia has a bucket list that she wants the girls and her to take, eating something exotic, dancing somewhere, just fun stuff, which it seemed like I need to take a trip to Barcelona. I'm like, I'm going on vacation this week Thursday to Punta Cana again. Yes, I love me some Punta Cana for a few days on my friend's birthday. So I do love me a little getaway. If you want to follow me on my, excursion this week, follow me on social media, Real Island Boy. I'll leave the information in my description section of this video so you will see the info. By the way, the girls are in Barcelona and I'm like loving it. They first their hotel was not ready. You know, sometimes when you go on vacation, your hotel is not ready or your room is not ready when you get there. So they often, say go have lunch until the room is ready. Leave your bags, whatever. Yes, Kim and Kenneth did not go. We won't talk about them because, they're not there. But anyway, so they arrive at this other place to have lunch until their Airbnb until their Airbnb is ready. Because I'm like, this must be an Airbnb, because after they had lunch and it was a cute little place that they had lunch at, they enjoyed the lunch and the ambiance. They finally arrived where they're actually going to stay. Oh, I need to make a little note. Shamia was also a part of the trip. Shamia is friend with Candy, and also she's best friend with Portia. So, Shamia was also there. So the girls arrived at the, I don't know, some villa. I don't know if it's a villa or if it's an Airbnb or if it's a house she rented, but Cynthia was in charge of renting the place for their stay, and everybody was not pleased with the decor and the get-up of the place. They said, when they go on vacation, they want to go vacation in style, and the pictures didn't look the way it looked online, and I can attest for that. Sometimes you book these hotels or resorts or Airbnb, and when you get there, they fabricate these pictures to look like not what they are. So I can agree with them. Cynthia said she was blindsided because the place didn't look like what she thought it was on the pictures. But anyway, the girls as usual were fighting for rooms. Candy's fighting for a room, and everybody's wanting this room, and that room is mine, and this room is mine, and blah blah blah. So everybody was fighting for a room. After all of that, they were chit-chatting about the whole Cynthia and Will situation, and then it became so intense that they stopped talking about it because they were saying that Cynthia seemed like she does not want to hear nothing from anybody. She's like basically saying that y'all can talk about Will, but she know a different Will, and she just know that she just wanted to know that he didn't have a present girlfriend while he was talking to her, which he said he does not have a girlfriend. So with all of that being said, Cynthia didn't want to hear anything else on Eva. She don't want to hear nothing from Portia. She just want to just follow her emotion or her whatever she's feeling and go along with it. Which, sometimes you gotta follow your intuition. They did talk about Kim, and Kim always have an excuse for going on a trip, which we know that she want to take her husband, which she was not going to take her husband this time. They were not for it. And I'm like, I feel y'all. If y'all going on a girls trip, that's fine. Girls only. If y'all going on a couples trip, then anybody can bring their spouse or their potential spouse or their date at that time. Fine. But if it's girls, girls only. Don't bring these extra people, male, when it's not required. So they were talking, Nene was saying that Kim, she's the only person that she knows that had a stroke, had cancer, had this, had that, had thorax, all this stuff. Always have an excuse for everything. Which, you know what, Kim? As much as I love Nene, but I'm siding with her this time because you always have an excuse for everything. I'm like, oh God, I can't be bothered with Kim. Anyway, after all of that and the whole argument for who's gonna be in what room or who's gonna be in what room, what happened? I think, hold on, there was not much after that. 1 second. Oh, after all of that, the girls had like a sleepover. Not a sleepover. They were all in nightwear. Oh, yes. Before they went down to have dinner, they're Portia's the organizer of the event. Nini's like the co-organizer or the co-host. And before they went downstairs, they all were in PJ. They decided they're going to have dinner and, try to bond with each other at the resort that night or at the hotel or whatever place they're staying at, Airbnb, whatever, because they want to bond and whatever. Okay, that's fine. Before they went down, shady ass Sheree, in the presence of Portia, called Kim on speakerphone. So she was like, girl, we here, it's cute, the weather is nice, but girl, your name came up while we were here. They're like, came up? About what? And she was like, it came up about the fact that Nene was saying that you didn't come because you wanted to bring Croy, and you always have an excuse for when you go on trips, blah, blah, blah. Then Portia was like, I want to say something, but you know what? I don't want to say it. And Kim was like, well, say it. She was like, I didn't even know you had cancer or whatever. And she was like, who said that? And she was like, Nene was saying that you had, Nene made her keep my name out of her effing mouth and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, she's going in on Nene. That wasn't the end of it. They were all gagging at that time. At the time, they were sitting downstairs at a dinner and stuff, catching up and talking about age. Nene don't like it. I think Nene's like 49 or something like that. Anyway, Nene don't like to talk about age. But anyway, I'm not sure if y'all catch the tea. While Eva was on the trip, she was ordering Coca-Cola, Coke. And you know that she's currently pregnant for her boyfriend / fiance, whatever he is to her. And she was drinking Coke. When Marlo and Portia, who are the bartender, said that they were going to make her Hennessy and Coke, she was like, no, I'm drinking Coke. And she was like, why are you only drinking Coke? She was like, well, I gave up alcohol because he gave up smoking. I'm like, no, girl, you give up alcohol because you're currently pregnant. So between me and y'all, Eva Marcel was pregnant on that trip when they went to Barcelona. Anyway, so not here or there. They were talking and chit-chatting and just whatever. All of a sudden, everybody started getting a text on their phone. I think the first one that got a text was Candy. Then everybody started getting a text. Cindy got a text. And then next thing you know, everybody's getting a text. They're looking on their phone. They're reading it. Marlo's reading it. All of a sudden, Candy's reading it. All of a sudden, everybody's getting a text. And they're like, what the hell are y'all reading? All of a sudden, they start reading the text out loud. And next thing you know, Kim is going in on Nene, saying, Nene, house is dingy, and Nene had roaches. Nene house is roach infested, and now Nene this and Nene that. If y'all remember back on social media a couple months ago, it was a big old explosion when Nene went in on Briella, which is Kim's oldest daughter, for coming to her house and Snapchatting. That a video phone is the worst thing to be invented and a good thing. So Nene was there. Sorry, Bria was there. I'm Snapchatting all these stuff and putting on social media while they were at her house visiting. And then it blew up. Now Kim is texting stuff to the entire crew, talking about, hold on, it's right here. She's saying that, hold on, right here. Nene is sick and disgusting, and I'm not for it. Hold on, one more. I think she said something about, she has, anybody was reading the text message, it was like, Candy's reading it. She's like, Nene, Kim is here going in on you on this text message. She even have a video. Everybody at the table got the message. She said to everybody on the group trip, they're watching the video of Brielle recording some, I don't know if it's water bugs or something in Nene's house. Said Nene had roaches. Nene was going off about how Kim, she not here for Kim, and everything in her house is brand new. She has the tags and stuff still on it, and on Nene, how Kim don't have nothing better to do, blah blah blah. And I'm like, Nene was so mad that Kim took the time out of her day to go in on her, because remember when Kim and Nene had met up for the first time at Nene's soiree, what it was called, gays and girls and their gays best friend, whatever it was called, and she had like an all white event, and that was the first time Nene saw Kim in a long time. Sheree brought her, and they were talking about how she saw Nene at the mall parking the handicap slots and whatever. Well, based on what Nene says, her husband has a handicap sticker, and if she parks in the handicap section, then she has all right to park there because she's been given permission to park there based on her husband, illnesses or whatever. So Kim was just being messy by saying that she saw Nene at the mall and she was parking handicap. Hold on, right here. Nene was parking handicap, and Nene has right here. Right here. Oops. Right here. I'm trying to read what she said on the screen. Nene is sick and disgusting, and I'm not just speaking on the fact that she made of my serious health issues I had, but I'm also speaking on the fact that she lives in a fucking roach nest. Nene was like, really, bitch?
An amazing husband. She should be worried about karma, but this is coming from the same person who takes handicapped spots from the handicap. Wait, here's a video.
She in my bathroom. What in the world? Kim and Brielle like.
So everybody at the dinner table was so appalled by the fact that Brielle went overboard or went, was rude by what she did. And I'm like, yeah, that was mad crazy. How the hell you go to somebody's house, videotaping stuff and putting on social media? That is really, and she was talking bad about Candy years ago, said Candy live in the hood. That's why Candy said, Kim is no longer invited to my house. Now she went to visit Nene's house. She and her daughter now talking bad shit about Nene's house now. I'm like, Kim, you just talk a lot of time about people on the show. What about let's talk about your house? Okay? It's so ironic that she'll talk about everybody else's house and never nothing to say about her own shit. You know what I mean? It's messy. But Nene is so pissed. Listen. Well, here we go.
As far as my house is concerned, can't none of y'all bitches, hold on, just step in. Can't none of y'all bitches step in my crib and say, can't none of y'all step in my house and say, hey, mother, thing, bitch, all my shit is brand new.
Brand new.
Real tags on it, bitch, with real labels.
Real labels, real tags.
Cut it off, bitch. Please don't get my wig in a motherfucking bunch. Kim,
Ooh.
I can't believe that Kim had the audacity to run around and act like I got roaches in my house. I'm sure she's got worms inside of her ass. Worms.
Nene was like, Kim, oh my God. Anyway, you can imagine what's going to happen next week, right? To more drama. The girls going to be, going on excursions, see more of Barcelona, having more fun. And I can't wait. The Barcelona trip started off a bit rough and full of drama. All the way from Barcelona, they're having drama. The girls are going go-kart. What's that? Go-kart riding or racing, whatever. And that's episode next week where Portia and Marlo is gonna have a big flare up. Where I think that's when Bravo execs, for the producers decided to send Portia home because Marlo and her had a big blow up at the on the girls trip. So gonna be juicy. Anyway, I gotta go. Got stuff to do. Thank you so much for watching my recap of Real House of Atlanta, season 10, episode 13. I got to go. Don't forget to follow your boy on social media because I'm going on vacation this week. Punta Cana. I'm going to be taking a lot of pictures, Snapchatting, Instagram videoing, all that good stuff, Facebooking, all that stuff. So make sure you check me out on social media. Real Anna Boy. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube by hitting the button up top, hit subscribe, and also reshare my video on your social media, Facebook and Twitter, and, forward it to your friends by text. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week for another recap here on Rasta Boy TV. All right, bye. I'm gone. I'm done. Ugh.